Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now, today we have Method Man confirming a new album and August Alsina's story potentially being confirmed by Tisha Campbell. Yes, not a lot to cover for today, but something to cover nonetheless. Now, Method Man sat down with Talib Kweli on a digital installment of the People's Party and mentioned at the tail end of the story that he would be teaming up with one half of the rap legendary duo Mobb Deep, Havoc. He is going to be teaming up with him to release an album called Dirty P. Now, Dirty P is a combination of Old Dirty Bastard and Prodigy, who both have passed but have left an impact on hip-hop as a culture. Now, Method Man stated the following. He said, quote, "Me and Havoc did an album together. All right? Dirty P. Take on Dirty's name and Prodigy's name and going to call it Dirty P. That's pretty much done. We're trying to think of a single to put out first." Ooh, this essentially means that the whole album is done. I am ecstatic to be able to listen to this one. Now, he continues on and says, "Don't know about that." Here he's talking about which single to drop first. Meth Lab 3. I'm working on that now. And me and Rock Wilder are trying to put together an EP of some of my favorite hip-hop joints back in the day. I'm still number one MC, ultra magnetic, close quote. Yo, I am looking forward and I'm praying that Havoc produces multiple beats on the album, because as a beat maker, Havoc is a genius. Lyrically, the man is killer. He's boss. Yo, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm about to go back and listen to that Infamous album and that Hell on Earth album, because, I'm old school, man. I like to take them old classics, replay them, and I might do 36 Chambers, the first version, all over again. And I implore you to listen to those out. If you've never heard a Mobb Deep album, the Infamous album, if you never heard Hell on Earth, you are doing yourself a disservice. You need to go and listen to those albums just to get a taste of excellent hip-hop classics. And the Wu-Tang Clan, 36 Chambers, you can forget about it, all right? You definitely need to do yourself the favor of listening to those classics. And then, if you never heard it and this is your first time hearing it, let us know, please. Let us know what you think. If you like, yo, man, what do you think? You know I heard this already. Well, then I ain't talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Now, next on deck is one of the bigger pop culture stories of the year, all right? Concerning August Alsina and his supposed relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith, complete with Will Smith's blessing for their extramarital relations, or whatever that supposedly is. Now, we spoke to you yesterday and let you know that August Alsina has stated that he was involved in a relationship of sorts with Jada Pinkett Smith when he said, quote, "I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation of their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing, not involving his romanticism, gave me his blessing, bruh. And I told him, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life. And I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her."
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times involving romanticism. Mm-hmm. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life. Loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that, and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to somebody.
Right, you did the right thing.
And I really loved a person. I experienced that. And some people never get that in this lifetime. So I know that I'm completely blessed And this conversation is difficult because there's so much.
Now, here's the thing, right? This story is so off the wall. It's so out there. It's so beyond what one could imagine to be true that I feel like I might actually potentially be to the point where maybe I believe it. It's got me stuttering. That's how it is. Now, here's where it gets a little bit worse. Tisha Campbell Martin. Now, you might remember Tisha Campbell Martin from the show Martin, all right, where she was the wife, girlfriend, and then wife of Martin Lawrence. It was what's the name? I think her name was Tisha, actually, on the show. All right, now, Gina, that was her name, Gina. I'm tripping, Tisha. Her name was Gina on the show, Martin, right? Now, Tisha Campbell Martin commented on everything that August Alsina stated. But it was relatively cryptic. I don't know what it is about these people. Why is everything that they say so cryptic? It's like no one can be obvious and straight up and to the point. They always gotta meander around some bush or some strange thing like that instead of just saying, yo man, yeah, we got an open relationship. Yeah, we nasty like that. Yeah, we like to get it in. Yeah, that's how we get down. No, you never get that. You get some sideways, strange statement that's never quite, on point. It's never quite obvious, right? Tisha Campbell stated the following. She posted an image on Instagram with the quote that said this. The quote said, "The truth," in huge letters, "always comes out in the end, no matter how hard anyone tries to hide it. Lies are just a temporary delay to the inevitable." All right? Now, she didn't say, close quote, she didn't say that August Alsina, was speaking the truth and Jada Pinkett, yeah, they've been getting it in. And she didn't necessarily even say August Alsina is a liar and the whole nine. She didn't really go in any of those directions. She just threw out a general statement saying, yo, the truth is going to come out, whether you like it or not. You don't, and even if you try to hide it, the truth is going to come out, which makes me think. When people sleep with each other, right? Like, it's generally, we would hope, two people in a room. I know some of y'all are like, man, I hope for a whole lot more in my room. That's why you only by yourself. But what I'm saying is, generally when people are getting it in, there's two people there. How is it that whenever there are two people in the room sharing a moment, it gets to me? What I'm saying is I hear it. When people get it in with each other, it always gets to the masses. But there was only two people in that room, which means out of the two people, one of them couldn't keep their mouths shut. And that's also the fun part, right? But that's besides when you're married. Okay? Here's the thing. Tisha Campbell threw that out, and then she added a caption that said, "Don't have to say a word. God reveals all. Can't put a spin on that." All right? Quite cryptic. Yeah, I know. Now, here's the other part, the third piece of this puzzle, of this million-piece puzzle, because they're going to be cryptic, it seems, for the rest of the year. Right? Jada Pinkett came out. I'm sorry, you like, yo, man, calm down, bro. Calm down. No. You tuned in, man. What do you want? You tuned in because you know I'm passionate about this stuff. Okay? All right, let me calm down. Let me chill for a sec. Jada Pinkett said the following. Okay? Jada Pinkett said the following. She said, tune in. She said, there's some healing that needs to take place. I'm going to give you the quote tomorrow. All right? But I'm just going to give you the long and the short of it. She said, yo, there's some healing that needs to take place. I'm going to bring it to the Red Table. Now, the Red Table is a show that she has, essentially telling you and me and all perverts that are into open marriages and stuff like that, essentially telling them, yo, make sure y'all tune into my show and I'm going to let you know what's really going on. I'm assuming she's going to go on the show and be like, yo, this brother needs some healing because something ain't right with him. Of course we didn't do that. Now, that would be too obvious, wouldn't it? She gonna say something cryptic again, so you're gonna wind up having to watch the show for a full year while they drag it out. I don't know, man. Maybe it's me. All right? Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Is August Alsina telling the truth, man? Or is he crazy? Or did something really go down? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce, your source for celeb news.